An ancient Vimana spacecraft hidden in the jungles of Cambodia. You have to see this. Look around, there is nothing here. We are in the middle of nowhere. And yet, you can see this wall, which is so old that the jungle itself has started to consume it. Now, what was the purpose of this ancient wall? It was built to prevent people from seeing the Vimana. I can't wait to see this. Let's go. Come on, let's go real fast. You see that? A giant, bright red structure. Looks like a step pyramid, right? Let's go take a closer look. That is the Vimana, the ancient aircraft. And it's not me saying this. Cambodians call it Vimanikas, which is basically the Cambodian way of saying Vimanika, which means aircraft or spacecraft. This information is even found on Wikipedia, but this ancient structure is shrouded in mystery. Most tourists don't even know this structure exists. You can see there is nobody around. Temples like Angkor Wat get thousands of visitors every day. This one, almost nobody. But we are here before sunrise because we want to understand this Vimana. Let's go and take a closer look. Look at the color of the structure. No ancient structure looks bright red in color. This is unheard of. Why did ancient builders choose this particular type of stone to build just this structure? Why was it built using these bright red rocks? And why was it shaped like a step pyramid? Look at that rope there. We're not allowed to climb the structure because there is a secret on the top. But I will tell you about this in a minute. Now, we are standing on another side of the Vimanikas. But how old is this Vimanika structure? Archaeologists say it was built more than 1,000 years ago, but they say it's a mystery why they named this the Vimanikas, a flying machine. But we might have the answer in ancient Sanskrit texts. What does the word Vimana actually mean? The word Vimana means a yantra that can fly, a flying machine that's either a spacecraft or an aircraft. It is surprising to see that some people debate this because the word Vimana is actually still used all over India. For example, all the airplanes are still called Vimana in almost all Indian languages. In Hindi, the airplanes are called Viman, and in Tamil, they're called Vimanam, which are basically coming from the same Sanskrit word. And even today, the air hostesses use the term Vimana all the time during takeoff and landing. But right now, I'm 2,000 miles away from India. So what do Cambodians call an airplane? They call it yont hos, which also comes from ancient Sanskrit. The word yont hos comes from yantra, which means a machine, and the word yont hos means a flying machine. So you can see the influence of Vedic texts and ancient aviation technology. But it gets better. In Sanskrit, aviation technology was called Vimanika. Now, this sounds eerily similar to avionics, right? Today, the electronics we use and the technology we use behind aviation, for example, in fighter jets, is called avionics. And the science of ancient flying technology was known as Vimanika. Avionics, Vimanika sound eerily similar, right? Because they come from the same phonetic DNA. And believe it or not, there's a very strange esoteric text known as Vaimanika Shastra. This text is found in India and it talks about a variety of different aircrafts. But some claim these texts are modern day fabrications. And the term Vimana does not even mean a flying machine. But there are ancient carvings found in several different structures. You can see an ancient flying machine, a Vimana, carved in the Kailasa temple at Ellora Caves. It looks like a modern day jetpack. You can see another Vimana carved in Mahabalipuram. This is more than 1,300 years old, and it actually looks like a space rocket. You can even see another Vimana, another flying machine carved in the Prambanan temple in Indonesia. And this Vimana is mentioned as the Pushpaka Vimana in ancient Indian texts. All these ancient carvings are undeniable evidences of the ancient Vimanika or avionics technology. But this is Cambodia. Everything was made much, much bigger. Like the Angkor Wat temple. This is the largest Hindu temple in the world. So in Cambodia, they did not make a small carving of a Vimana. They actually built a giant megalithic model of the ancient Vimana or a flying machine. And that's what you see here. Did ancient builders just create a stone model of a giant spacecraft, a mothership that once landed on our planet? Imagine a giant mothership shaped like this landing on our planet, and the gods came out and shaped human civilization. Did that happen thousands of years ago? Did the ancient builders make a giant stone model of such a mothership and named it Vimanika? Today, this place is hidden and gets almost no visitors. But during ancient times, this Vimanika was not only the centerpiece of the ancient Cambodian kingdom, but it was also the centerpiece of the capital city at that time. But the god king used this pyramid for a very strange purpose. Remember, I told you there is a secret on top of this Vimanika? This structure was originally crowned with a solid golden tower, glowing above the jungle like a beacon. Now, why was there a tower, a conical room made of solid gold on top of this Vimana? A Chinese traveler named Zhao Dagwan wrote about this in 1297, and what he recorded is chilling. Every single night after darkness fell over this ancient city, the king would climb this Vimana alone. Why? Because he was not going there to pray. He was going there to meet a mysterious female entity. But she was not human. She was a being believed to be a naga, a serpent spirit, the true owner of the land. During the first watch of the night, no one, not even the queen, was allowed to enter this Vimanika. The king had to remain inside the tower with this naga. Only after this secret ritual ended could he return to his palace and his queen. And here's the terrifying part. If the naga did not appear one night, it meant the king's days would be numbered. If the king failed to visit her, disaster would strike the entire kingdom. Was this just a legend? Or was the fate of an entire empire really decided inside this Vimanika? And you might say, these are just legends from ancient times. Today, who believes in the Naga queen and her union with the king? No. Look over there. Let's go and take a closer look at what's going on today. Let's go. So you can see right here what's going on 1,000 years after the construction of this Vimana. See how Cambodians have preserved their memories, their past, their glorious ancient culture. They believe the Naga still appears every night right here. This is why this Vimanika is considered a sacred site. And this is why we're not allowed to set foot on the top. So the question is not whether this is just a temple. What if this was a landing site for something not from Earth? Did ancient civilizations actually possess flying technology we have completely forgotten today? Is it just a stone relic? Or is the Naga queen still waiting for her nightly visitor? I'm going to show you yet another ancient structure soon. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.